is a lot going on right now. And by the way, I may have to excuse myself because we're right in the middle of this Usher story. We just broke a story on the website. We just got the lawsuit where 3 people, 2 women and a man, are suing Usher, claiming that he exposed them to genital herpes during various forms of sexual contact, where they say Usher knew he had genital herpes. And again, that has not been firmly established. He's been silent on it, but they say that he didn't disclose it and they have suffered. We're talking vaginal sex with at least one of the 2 women and oral sex with the guy. Now, again, Usher has not commented as of this moment on this lawsuit, but that is in these legal documents.
Hasn't commented on the lawsuit, hasn't commented as to the veracity of the allegation he has herpes. But the whole day started with one of the women who's filed this lawsuit, Quantasia Sharpton, held a news conference with her attorney, celebrity attorney Lisa Bloom, in New York City. And this is what Quantasia said about her interaction with Usher.
I got a call from Usher on a block number asking me what hotel I was staying in and the room number. About an hour later, he arrived. We spoke for a while, and then we engaged in sexual contact. He never warned me about any STDs. It was just after my 19th birthday. Although I am negative, I was upset by the reports because I would have never consented if I would have known.
Okay, Derek, you have the lawsuit back there. I didn't bring it with me. We just put this up. But read the part about why they said they had sex with him, which I found kind of interesting.
So what they say in the lawsuit is they had oral or vaginal sex or both, and that Raymond was a revered celebrity in their eyes who they believe could be loved or trusted. So they say his celebrity status is why they engaged in this conduct.
Okay, can I ask you something? There is a term for that. No, I'm actually being serious. They are essentially...
Like a legal term?
They're calling them star.
Yes. Well, that's precisely the term, right?
I think that's the legal term, even. Yeah.
Well, no. And I'm not making a joke out of it. I've just never seen a lawsuit where they literally.
No, but that's not what. No, what they're saying is they felt like because the guy that they've seen on stage, that they've seen on television, they've seen in movies, they felt like he could be trusted.
No. I know you're saying that, Charles, but read the full sentence, Derek, because the sentence says that's why they had sex with him.
Yeah, they say they did so because he's a revered celebrity. So it is exactly what
they said that they did so because they trusted him.
No. They said that they had sex because he's a revered celebrity that they trusted.
Okay.
So, well, Derek, help me out because you're the only one in the document.
Read it again.
It is the sentence is each plaintiff did so, meaning have sex, because Raymond was a revered celebrity in their eyes, who they believe could be loved and trusted.
Who they believed could be loved and trusted.
Right.
But the causal relationship is because they're a celebrity.
If you take out the who,
then
anyway.
Anyway, so Usher has not responded yet. Usher has not talked about this. Now, there has been, and based on what I know, there's a reason to believe that Usher did settle another claim a few years ago for $1.5 million. The reason I say that I have reason to know it is that this does not necessarily mean that Usher conceded that he had genital herpes. It could have been that he just needed to dispose of a nuisance case before this became a public thing.
Which never became public until just recently, the documents from that case.
Now, the woman, the woman you just saw there, Quantasia, she says she did not contract genital herpes. Lisa Bloom says one of the 3, obviously not her, but one of the other 2, either the other woman or the guy, did contract genital herpes. She never says specifically it's from Usher, just that he has genital herpes.
Right. What's very odd to me about her is also, though, that she's reading from cards. You know, like if something happened to you, why do you have to go over every single particular thing in your head?
There is a reason.
Right. I mean, she has to say very specific things.
She said very specific thing, but she went to if something happened to you that so much hurt you, you go through
when you have a lawsuit going.
Yeah,
you have to be careful.
When you can be sued for defamation, it's a very tricky thing. And I'm guessing Lisa Bloom went over the statement with her, but if you misstep and say things you shouldn't say, you can be sued because in the law, when you accuse somebody of having a communicable disease, an STD, it's called defamation per se, which means automatic defamation. So this is a very slippery slope.
But what happens if he ends up not having it? So then can it be automatic defamation then?
Well, they hedged it, and they said, we don't know for sure. We're basing it on news reports. So that was the interesting part of it, where they hedged it.
Hey, this is Anthony from New Orleans, and I just wanted to say that if he really did have herpes, he should have told the people ahead of time and not just had sex with them. But also the victim shouldn't have not have sex with someone that they don't barely know without unprotected sex.
Make sure to subscribe to TMZ Live to keep up to date on the latest entertainment news.
And if you want to keep watching, click on one of these videos right now.